played this record as frequently as
Go,
possible.
Vegeta.
Gotta get right with it now.
Let's do this.
Alright, in this one, I will be diving into the Legends 5th Anniversary Part 2 speculations of mine, what we potentially could be seeing new unit-wise and new banner-wise, so make sure to drop a like and a sub before we do jump into the video. It's extremely appreciated. And also, before we dive in, comment below, what do you guys think this is going to be the final predictions for the Part 2? What do you guys think are going to be releasing next new unit-wise? Just let me know. Is it going to be an Ultra? Will it be an LF? Will it be both? How many 1%s, right? This Part 1 banner is definitely setting a new standard. I'm going to just give a very good props to the developers for the Part 1 for doing such a fantastic job on keeping up the hype. You know, sometimes they're a little bit inconsistent. I'm going to just critique a little bit inconsistent with hype value. Obviously, they can drop new hype characters and whatnot, but if the value and overall push of the release or the even reveals and stuff isn't going to match the overall hype, it kind of affects the celebration and overall. You guys get what I'm saying. But Goku and Frieza having one of the best looking LF animations in the game. Fantastic job. They're also getting a massive buff, which is the first time a new unit on release is changed to be even better. Potentially #1 character in the game, even being a Legends Limited, not an Ultra. Just looking, if you guys haven't peeped the news yet, go check the news. They're getting a ton of new changes and additions to their existing kit, which is going to make them broken along with the Universe Rep tag. But we did also get a Transforming Jiren, one of the best in the game. Kayawe, I believe is how you pronounce her name, and Carousel to make a nice Universe Rep composition. Probably, if not the highest value banner we've ever received in Legends, with the most new characters in one given time, including 2 new EX characters. So, massive props for the Legends devs of not only keeping up the hype, but the value. We are expecting the next banner to kind of replicate this and mirror this. 5 years of me personally playing this game, I'm going to say I am very pleased with that. They're not kind of matching the 4th anniversary in resources. I would have liked to see better. You know, they kind of, I don't want to say like it's less resources. There's definitely a lot of nice things in the game, from the spin the wheel daily rewards to a couple of the events are very cool. But just the lack of, I feel like, Legends Limited Z Power or even just common resources. There's still great things like the raid and whatnot. It feels like it could be a little bit more, just a small critique on the resources. But overall, I'm very, very pleased with the Part 1. Looking forward to the Part 2. What am I thinking for the Part 2 of the anniversary, right? They have done, personally, movies for the last 2 years of the Part 2 anniversary here. As you can see, for last year, we did get Dragon Fist and Tapion, so it's kind of like they're kind of doing movies. The 3rd year of the anniversary, they did Revival Gohan. We got BoJack, Trunks, some more movies characters. So that does have me to believe they are always leading into this movies category around this time. And it's, you know, to be fair, one of the more hype things that they can do, just because a lot of movies have hype moments, hype characters, and they have pretty much released majority of things in Dragon Ball that have been animated already into the game, right? We're in a very, not end game territory with Dragon Ball Legends. I don't even think we're close to end game, because the varieties and the type of complex characters that still have to be introduced, I believe, are a ton. But we have a lot of late game characters already, a lot of late game units. We have Master UI Sign, or a Master Ultra Instinct. We have Evo Vegeta. We have all the fusions. We have the ultras of these characters. We have the villains and whatnot scenarios, right? So they are going to be trying to bring back some hype of some original, some classic, maybe some DBZ characters, Namek Goku, or so on and so forth, right? But I'm just rambling. What I really think, before I jump into that as well, the reason I do believe it's going to be a week from when I release this video, so people are speculating it could be on June 14th. Co-op does end around this time. If I can quickly show my cellular. Co-op does end in one day. Today is June 12th. June 14th was the speculated day for the Part 2 to begin. And I did think it was going to start there. We did get 2 brand new free-to-play units, the Android 13, and then we did get also a new cooler, 2 new movies characters. So that's also, you know, kind of I don't want to say like a premonition, but the 2 previous free-to-play characters directly corresponded with what we did receive for the Part 1 of Annie, so we can definitely expect the new parts, or whatever it is going to be a Part 1, Part 2, to be somehow movies related. I think I guess you can say it could be powerful opponents related as well, since they're both PO. Where's the cooler one? Am I just not PO? Oh, it's right here. It's right above it. Okay, so Final Form Cooler, Android 13. They are both movies characters, both powerful opponent units. I believe Android 13's powerful opponent. I believe that is true. But it's looking like movies overall. Just that's literally all we have to go off of for this part 2. But in my mind, what is going to be the most hype thing? What is going to really sell this anniversary? Continue on the hype. Part 1, part 2 is kind of like a... This next part is kind of like a... It's going to be very hype, but I think it's all leading up to the most hype part, which is always going to be the part 3 or the final batch of character or characters in a celebration, right? So for the 3rd year of the anniversary, Revival Gohan, I don't think is more hype than Gogeta 4, me personally, but he just was the best character overall. Last year, it was Super Vegito, which did happen to be the best character overall in the anniversary. So this is kind of just building up to the dinner, basically, right? These are the appetizer hype characters. 5 years in a game. It's a very long time, and they're really trying to make this one to remember. So part 2, I'm thinking personally they're going to continue the overall value of the banners and drop something similar to this, right? Whether it's going to be a Legends Limited unit, throw 3 1% sparking units, or could they drop more? This is one theory. I've also heard something similar to this theory. You know, I've heard a lot of things within the Legends community, but you know how they have, comparative to last year, we have been frequently getting a bit more ultras, right? Every month we're getting an LF, we're getting an ultra. LF, ultra, comparative to last year, every 3 months there was an ultra. So the premium units are stacking up. What are the odds we receive an LF and then an ultra? Or like a dual banner or something of the sort, or just more than one ultra for this anniversary specifically, right? So it's going to be hard for me to tell. You know, at this given moment, it's all theories and speculations. We don't really know because they've changed the format so many times to what they are really going to do next. What is going to jump to the next standard of the game right now? They dropped a very valuable banner. Is the next banner going to be an Ultra banner? Will it be an LF banner? Me personally, I really think that they're going to stick to the LFs and do another LF banner, maybe 3 1%, and then go with the Ultra. That's probably bare minute, like, that's like the least they can do, in my opinion, right? That's at least what they're going to at least drop one other LF, and they're going to at least drop one Ultra character. But what if they drop another Ultra right after this banner, right? Because we're kind of due with the way that they have been flowing things this year. LF, Ultra. So this would be the LF. Next banner would be the Ultra. Have the part 2. So theoretically, the LF Ultra just is a part 1 and then only completes the anniversary with the part 2. Another LF and another Ultra character. That's just a theory out there. I'm not really sure how valid it is. I'm going to throw this in there. We are getting the LF Zenkai, potential LF Zenkai. It only says Zenkai right here, but it says finally to Zenkai Awaken from USS. I don't think they're going to hype up a Legends Anniversary Zenkai to not be an LF. That's one. It has from Universe Survival Saga. The whole theme of this image is purple. I am very, very sure this is going to be UI Sign Goku. So we're getting that within the next day of this video going live. So this is going to kind of complete the Universe Rep arc theme. And this is kind of another reason why we know the anniversary part 2 is not going to be starting this week, but the previous week, or the next. I said previous. Yes, we're gonna go back in time for the part 2. But I'm gonna dive into the characters. I know this is what you guys, the bread and butter of what you guys think I am kind of speculating to release unit wise. But yeah, we are getting UI signs. So part 2. Potential part 2 of what the anniversary will be in a week from today's video, so around June 20 something. I'm trying to look at a calendar here, but let's see, June around 20th. Yeah, June 20th. So the next weekly reset, we'll probably get that. Hoping for the Go Frieza buffs around this PvP resets when we get the UI sign. But first, new character. I'm going to throw... I already spoiled one of the characters because it's a movie character. So I guess I'll go over this guy, Janemba. So they have been dropping powerful opponent characters constantly. So this year, instead of dropping all Saiyans primarily, you know, given we did get Rose, we did get some Saiyan characters still, it's all been powerful opponent Ultras, from Ultra Hit to Rose to, what was the third one? Kid Buu. 3 powerful opponent Ultra characters, and you know, they could continue the trend. Not to mention, we did just get 2 powerful opponent new characters, Android 13 and Final Form Cooler. That's just a theory out there. I think Janemba is very possible to be a really hype Ultra. We do already have an Ultra Super Gogeta in game. Everything from that Fusion Reborn movie, but a Janemba we don't have any representation for in the game. Region has become a really stacked team now, with Kid Buu probably being the best unit in the game. You know, Zamasu being a very powerful unit. A lot of regeneration options, Red Cell, so on, etc. I think Janemba would make Regen a top performing team if it wasn't already. So just Ultra ability to regeneration, all that. Maybe an even transforming Janemba. Would that be insane? A first transforming? Do we have a transforming Ultra? Not that I know of, right? But yeah, I don't think a lot of people are thinking of Janemba. It does fit the movie's theme, not only powerful opponents, but fits movie's theme. But don't think it would be an LF. This is specifically if the next unit was going to be an Ultra character. Jumping into the next one, this is Google right here. That is not a character. That is also Twitter.com. But 1%, right? If we're going to be talking about LF units, what could 1% units drop? You know, could they bring back the superhero theme? I feel like superhero theme is such a hype thing that they can cover again. The movie was just last year, so it's still semi-fresh in people's minds. It would give a reason to potentially drop a Beast Gohan return banner, which people would definitely spend on. Think about the amount of return banners that have recently dropped, from Goku Black Rose to Ultra Hits to, right, the Universe Rep 17 banner. So many people are also summoning on those as you know, team options to build all these, either unit rep team, future team, movies team, so on and so forth. Ultimate Gohan as a 1% SP could be very hyped, similar to how they did Jiren 1% SP on the Universe Rep banner. LF, what could the potential LF be that have not dropped yet from superhero movie? So Ultimate Gohan would be so hype, in my opinion, as a 1% SP. It'd be insanely hype. Could be Orange Piccolo. Let's be really transparent here. This is probably what is going to be releasing for Part 2. My personal opinion, I think this is the most likely character to drop, the most hyped character that they could possibly be releasing right now. Not many other things top this hype, just because the movie's fresh. Superheroes insanely hype. It gives them options for 1% sparking units like Goten, Trunks from the movie, Ultimate Gohan from the movie. The Gammas 1 and 2, they could potentially do a tag switch unit, or even just a solo individual unit for one of those characters. You name it, right? They have a lot to go off the superhero stuff just to return that overall theme. It's going to fit movies. It's going to fit regeneration, which just got buffs, Kid Buu. It's kind of like pushing away the powerful opponent theme, but Orange Piccolo is what I personally would like for the anniversary. And I've already predicted UI Sign, he's coming. I've already predicted Go Frieza, and he's coming. I really believe Orange Piccolo is next. If he's not, I feel like it's going to be okay either way, because Universe Rep's my favorite team anyways. Movies is a close second. It's like right there. Beast Gohan sick. Let me know in the comment section, if you guys are in this part of the video, what's your favorite team overall, just aesthetically, like which characters specifically. I'd just like to know, and I'll read your comments obviously. But Orange Piccolo is a very close candidates, realistic candidates. We'll move on to the next one. Cell Max from the movie as well. I know they have said on numerous occasions that it's hard to do or to kind of make work a giant character, but I do feel like he could be on some similar thing to Harudagon, right? He'll be some end game finisher, or be a finisher for one of the characters in the movie. I don't know how they'll do it, but Cell Max is another potential character. It's the main villain of that movie, and if they could somehow make it work or somehow implement him, maybe do a raid boss with Cell Max, I think would also be insane. PvE content in this game is not not really hype, and no one really looks forward to PvE stuff. In my, just from what I've seen, I'm a PvP rank. This game's a PvP game. Like, who's really looking forward to PvE stuff? If they did a raid boss or some form of different kind of PvE events with Cell Max that made it engaging, kind of like this game mode right here. They have one going on right now, I believe, don't they? It's the full power battle, something similar to this where they add Cell Max on that. I think it'd be really sick. So Cell Max is another candidate just to include him if they're going to do the Cell or superhero theme. Gamma 1 and 2, you know, I was saying it before, if they do a tag switch Gamma 1 and 2, it's very, very likely that this is also a possibility. Not to mention, you know, they have LF moments, or like a lot to pull from the movie. Me personally, right? If they do, even if they did one or the other, it wasn't a tag switch character, they have a lot to pull from the movie. Specifically, Gamma 2 Sacrifice, right? If they do the tag switch into something similar to what the Goku and Vegeta Buu duo do, right? I'm not sure what the mechanic is called again, but a kind of build-up mechanic to do a finisher move in the end where they're constantly switching, and it'll build up to Gamma 2 doing a finishing attack. There's some form of name for the mechanic. Build-up mechanic. It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know the name of the mechanic, but it's what the Buu duo does have, and Goku does his Transcendent Kamehameha. But to have Gamma 2 do that with a tag switch character would be sick. Would be literally. Let me know in the comments if this is something you would like to see. Pretty possible, especially if they do the superhero. They have so much to go off of for the superhero. Cell Max, Orange Piccolo, Ultimate Gohan, right? This is all be an entire banner right there of hype characters. I mean, I wouldn't even mind a Trunks and Goten if they really want to go that route, drop some hybrid characters. But, you know, I'm just continuing the movies theme here. Outside of superhero, I heard maybe it might not. If it's not superhero, what could it be? It is like 90% chance that it's going to be movies. I feel like Powerful Opponents is close second, depending on if they're going to do an Ultra or LF. Ultras, what could they do? Janemba. Only one I can really think of is Janemba, unless I'm just not thinking clearly. Janemba, Cell Max, sure. Metal Cooler, right? Metal Cooler is another fantastic option. Or even have the Goku Vegeta duo from the Cooler movie. I've heard this theory. I know we did just get a Goku Vegeta from the Buu Saga, so I don't really know how likely this is. It's a hype moment. Is it 5th anniversary hype? I'm not entirely sure. This image looks sick. Again, let me know in the comments if this is something you would like to see. It's just an idea thrown out there. I think this is something that we could potentially see, so that's why I am referring to it, talking about it. It's movies themed, tag switch characters. It fits those hype characters. Metal Cooler fits the Powerful Opponents theme. It fits movies, right? Either one of those, or even a Bird Goku from the Cooler movie. I know we just got a free-to-play Cooler. We don't have a really good representation of this original Super Saiyan Goku where he saves, you know, he heals the bird and whatnot. It's pretty hype, but is it 5th anniversary hype? I don't think it's going to do the same justice as if they took the superhero routes, right? There's so much to go off superhero, and this is just solely talking about the next part. This is not talking about what the finale of the 5th anniversary. We're going to make a separate video for that, but you guys probably already know who I think it's going to be. Let me know who you guys think I think it's going to be for the finale of the anniversary in the comment section below if you're watching this part. But movie specifically, these are all my speculations. Banner-wise, hope that they're probably going to mirror the banner with one, maybe LF Piccolo, right? 1% Ultimate Gohan, the tag Gammas, Trunks or Goten. Something like that is what I'm thinking in my head. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think overall. I'm going to catch you in the very next one. Stay frosty, and I'm out.